Film Freaks back. IMAX, we get it in from intro to the climax. First in the theaters, last ones to leave, yo. We don't jet till the credits done, best believe, bro. Make it a double feature if they don't make us leave, yo. And if the movie ushers get up on their heave, ho, we bounce from the Roxy, head down to the Ritz. First the John at the Bourse, then we jet over the Fifth. Then we hit up 40th to grab a sip with our flick. Then we king and pressure it out, IMAX the whole shit. Might hit a Riverview on that early morning tip. Every movie is different, never know what you gonna get. Every theater different, never know where you gonna sit. All on bathroom breaks, never know what you gonna miss. It's the Film Freaks, West Philly cinematic connoisseurs. And now you know exactly what we dropping commas for. Yeah.
Film Freaks is in the building.
Bats.
IMAX, you know how we do it. You know what I mean? Horroctober still popping.
Yeah, it's scary today, bro.
Yo, listen.
You see how we just started off?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Started
This
off
is a
crazy.
whole nother thing. We got popcorn going and everything.
Of course, you know we got the libation, of
Yeah,
course.
a couple of beers. Let me turn. We don't want to sponsor.
Yeah, no, you gotta pay for that.
So we're gonna go into some of the biggest and best franchises in horror history.
Literally the best friend. We gonna go through the whole game.
Yeah. These are the best ones. This is like the top five, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Literally dead.
How about that?
You know what I mean?
That's the best way to
Horror franchises of horror films ever. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go into the very first one, which is like the kickoff of like horror films as far as big franchises go.
Right.
It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Wow.
Like that?
Leatherface.
Leatherface, you know what I mean?
I'm scared when I seen it.
Yeah, I think a little bit of everybody was scared of Leatherface.
Yeah, that was the jump off.
We're gonna go into the trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the Film Freaks will be right back.
All day.
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
Stop! Stop!
This is the movie that is just as real, just as close, just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man. That was 1976 that came out?
Yeah, early back then.
This was crazy. This is one of those horror movies that start off slow, but the payoff was grand. That's what the very first one. And then they kicked it up a notch when they rebooted it.
Right.
And they had Lee Early in there.
Early.
Yeah. They had him in there.
Drill sergeant on deck.
Yo, that was crazy, man. Leatherface was a crazy vicious bull.
Leatherface was a psycho. That's why he was too out of pocket.
Listen, if you're walking around with human skin as a mask over top of your face, you gotta be a psycho.
Certified.
And he had a darn butcher's apron on with a chainsaw.
It was dirty. It was bloody the whole night, man. Like
that boy was crazy, man. But it was a dope franchise. They had what, 7 films?
7 flicks.
7 films. All dope. No, not all of them were dope, but they had their own merit to them.
The first one was like the crowning achievement.
Yeah.
And when they brought it back for the new joint, that just leveled it out, made it even doper.
But these were solid work, man. I really enjoyed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and this Horroctober, and we breaking down all these great franchises for y'all. So we gonna go into the next franchise, which is Tone's favorite, right?
This guy Pinhead, man, he's a problem, man. I couldn't make it past part 3.
Really?
I like part 1. The part 1 was crazy.
Yeah.
Couldn't get past part 3.
So let's see if he can make it past the trailer. And then we gonna get back and we gonna talk about Hellraiser for y'all. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it.
Little Pinhead action. Little Pinhead. Hey, Pinhead.
I have seen the future of horror. His name is Clive Barker. Hellraiser. Beyond any terror you have imagined. A nightmare.
No.
Unlike anything you have witnessed, is born. Because within these walls, the unholy is unleashed. Hellraiser, a film by Clive Barker.
We'll tear your soul apart.
That was the Clive Barker classic Hellraiser.
And it is a classic. I'm not even
It's
going
definitely a classic.
It's a classic.
This is a classic franchise right here, man. So what? The later ones, they got a little later on.
Torture porn before torture porn was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Before Saw and all them joints, that was the real torture porn.
They was like really torture. They was like fish hooks in your face and all that kind of stuff like that.
Man, you had a little box where it would open up and just rip people to
I saw this at the Capitol.
You seen this at the Cap?
Yeah, I saw this at the Capitol and
Nice.
it bugged me out, man. It was funny because I was a kid, I was a teenager, so I was all giggly about the little sex scenes. I was giggly, and then you see people getting fish hooks cut into their face and everything like that. Then they had that little dude that was under the.
See, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I don't even. Oh man.
And the later ones was the same. It was just they just got more crazy and more off the wall. But they were watching.
Yeah, well, part 3 I told you was my cutoff. They even did some ill. They went to hell, did some crazy shit. I pressed to stop. I'm like, I'm done.
You didn't watch all 9?
I ain't watch all 9. They went 9 flicks.
Yeah. I did a Cinema Sunday and I did all 9 flicks of those, man. And I didn't love them all, but they were dope. I liked them.
I ain't gonna fraud, because Pinhead is one of the most classic characters of the horror genre, so I'm gonna salute him all day.
Well, you gotta salute that Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley was the guy that played Pinhead. I think through like the first 7. I think he stopped after a while, but whatever. But dope flick, dope franchise, Hellraiser. Now we gonna go into some more stuff, man. Some of the more hardcore guys, you know what I mean? That were really knocking on doors and then slashing people up. So we're gonna go into the trailer for Friday the 13th, and the Film Freaks will be right back.
That guy.
Yeah. This guy. You know that guy?
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
1, 2, 3.
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing with
4.
imagination.
Seven.
Can I help you? Hello?
8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Friday, the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday, the 13th.
This is the Film Freaks, and we're back here with Jason Voorhees.
A very special guest.
A very special guest, Jason Voorhees, and we're going to talk about his movie, Friday the 13th, the series, the franchise, 12 slasher films in all, one of the most successful slasher movie franchises ever. You know what I mean?
And this is actually the number one.
Yeah.
As far as horror franchises go.
This is number one?
This is the one.
This is one right here. This guy right here. You know what I mean? Well, you know. This was crazy, Tone. So,
Yeah.
I remember watching these back in the day. I saw a couple of them at the Capitol.
Okay.
But I didn't. But they were shockingly horrific, man. Really. And it was like a cautionary tale, because like the sluts always got it.
Exactly.
And the jocks always got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the good girl always got away. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro. I used to watch these on VHS, and I had them. I used to watch them consistently on a regular weekend basis. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing for Tone. Tone's scared as shit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's really going down in this strong.
Yeah, so that's a great franchise to check out. And a lot of people don't realize that in the first one, in the first one, Jason wasn't even the killer in the first one.
Yeah, it was Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
Mom Dukes.
Yeah. And then and then part 2 came out. It was Jason's Revenge, and then Jason 3D, right? Jason 3D. Then later on, they had a couple more of them. Remember the one with Tommy?
Tommy!
Yeah.
Die!
Yeah.
Tommy! Corey Feldman in his bag.
You worked with Corey Feldman, right? Yeah, Corey Feldman was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Back in the 80s. So yeah, Corey.
And we gotta shout out Dudley. Dudley from Different Strokes. He was in part 5. The only Negro to really run from Jason. He got away from Jason. So salute to Dudley. Yeah.
But then they did the reboot.
The reboot was dope too.
Which was awesome, and it was just a dope franchise altogether. I mean, they hit some. I liked it all the way up to Takes Manhattan. After Takes Manhattan, it kind of like
because he started going to space and all that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Did you like space? I don't even think he really liked space. You know what I mean? But it was a dope franchise. Definitely something to watch. Definitely something to check out.
Jason Voorhees
You got
is
Jason
in the
Voorhees
building.
in the building with the Film Freaks. How real is that?
It don't get no better than that.
I mean, yeah. So we're gonna
Hopefully we make it out alive.
We're gonna go into the next one, which is the next franchise, which is A Nightmare on Elm Street. So we're gonna go into that franchise. Check out a trailer for A Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Film Freaks will be right back.
He met up with Freddy.
Yeah,
remember
that's
that?
His voice.
Oh!
His voice.
Man, we gonna have to get him out of here before Freddy comes.
Listen.
We gotta get him out of here. We gotta get him out of here.
Check out the trailer. Check out the trailer.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there?
You could just see cuts happening.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know. Tina! What's the coroner got to say?
He's in the jar and puking since he saw it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy? There's something wrong with you. You're imagining things.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
She's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy terror, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yo, that was a Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the dopest franchise in horror history, and we got the star of Nightmare on Elm Street right in the Film Freak studio, live in the flesh.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, you know what I'm talking about? Doing this thing, you know what I mean? This was dope right here, Tom.
One of the best. This is one of my favorite. Might be my favorite.
Yeah,
out of all of them.
Yeah, out of all of them. Created by Wes Craven.
This guy, man.
What's going on? Created by Wes Craven, had many directors throughout the 9 films in the slasher film franchise, and it was awesome. And you know what? The first one, he only had like what? You only had like 7 minutes of screen time on the first one, right?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
They were trying to assassinate you, huh, bro?
They trying to get me out of there real quick, but as you can see, they made sequel after sequel.
Yeah, you kept coming back. Those were young girls, man.
Yeah, you already know. First of all, I mean, Elm Street, my bar. That was my bar. I was trapping. I was Rick Roll. You understand? And then all the little white girls had running around. You remember what song?
They were singing your joint.
3, 4, you better lock your door.
It was righteous.
Sometimes, think about it, like, just sometimes before I used to even go in there and like fuck them up and kill them or they can kill their boyfriend, but I just sometimes get a quick one off myself. Put a motherfucking leg up in the gym and just
Alright.
Then I'm going to this is what I do. I just wanted to share that with y'all. We've been gone, you know. I just felt like I could share that with you.
You can share that with us, man. I don't have no problem with that. Cause we love your films. You know what I mean? The Film Freak love your films.
You're
We love
classic
horror.
icon of film,
Yeah,
bro.
definitely, man.
Y'all got me on Sunday. Normally I'll be watching the football games with Jason and Michael.
Oh yeah. Well, Michael and Jason, they're in the studio somewhere around here. You know what I mean? I'm catching with them a little later.
But they're watching football.
Well, you know, we got him in here, man, and what was your favorite from the franchise, Tom?
It might have been, it gotta be maybe part 1, but part 3 was...
Yeah, Dream Warriors was crazy.
Part 3 was crazy.
It's interesting trivia on part 1 when they had, the room was upside down. Was that when Johnny Depp got killed?
Yeah, when he was getting splashed all around.
Yeah, that was the same room that they used in Breaking 2 when, what was that, Ozone?
Yeah, how about
was breaking all around the
walking
room.
on the ceiling, Joe.
Yeah, so that was the same room, the same kind of technology that they used for that. It was the same exact room. So that was dope, man. So we sitting here, Horroctober, the Film Freaks, Freddy Krueger. We had Jason Voorhees. We talked about Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
We talked about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we're gonna go to like the coup de grace of all these films is Halloween. So we're gonna go into the trailer for Halloween, and the Film Freaks will be right back. And we got a very special guest for y'all when y'all come back.
Halloween night. A small American town. 15 years ago. Michael?
I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. I think he'll come back.
Exploring uncharted territory.
Totally charted.
Just talk.
Sure. The only reason she babysits is to have
Halloween.
Come on out.
Halloween. The night he came home.
That was Halloween, and this is the star of Halloween, Mr. Michael Myers himself. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well.
Doing pretty good?
A little tired.
A little tired?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Those movies must have been exhausting for you, bro.
Kids, man. It's not like it used to be.
Well, you know what I mean? You started out, what was that, in 1978? So that was a long time ago when your first film came out.
Yeah.
That's a little, you're not as young as you used to be. You're not no spring chicken.
10 films.
10 films in the franchise. John Carpenter.
Oh, the classic.
Classic, man. The music.
He did the music himself.
The music was all done by John Carpenter.
Salute. That's the best movie soundtrack popping. On the hard.
Yo, that scares the shit out of me.
Still to this day.
Now, in the films, can you actually hear the music, or is it like in your head?
It's in my head, but I feel like it happens all over the place.
There you go.
It's like my universe.
He got his own theme.
Got his own theme music. Every good hero should have one, or not so hero. You know what I mean? So this was one of my favorites, Tone. Absolutely.
Definitely scared the shit out of him, especially when he got popped.
Yeah. The freaking Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis.
How you feel about Dr. Loomis?
Well, look, he tried to help me. Like, I completely, he tried to do the right thing, but I'm evil.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, I try to kill everybody.
Yeah. Just don't kill the film freaks. You got that
Not
thing
yet.
going.
I'll wait until the cameras are off.
There you go. You so into the cameras are
Give me something to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? So, we're gonna continue on talking about the franchise. Yeah, so the funny thing is, remember when they tried to get rid of Michael?
Yeah.
In part 3 with the Halloween 3.
That was the biggest mistake ever.
Yeah, well, they stopped that. What were they thinking?
I wasn't even in it.
Yeah, I know. They were trying to get rid of. Well, the way they were trying to do, the way the producers said that they were trying to make it a movie theme about Halloween and not so much about Michael over here. But it didn't work out the way they figured it.
That was a bad.
They brought me back to the fourth one.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Fast too. They made it real fast too.
So they brought him back for the 4th one, and then they did 10 of them, man, and everything. So you like Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Yeah.
Best scream.
Yeah.
I'll get her one day too. I'll get her one day.
So yeah, that was awesome, man. So this is the Film Freaks doing horror movies, Horroctober. It's the very end of it, you know what I mean? We had a good time.
We
everything alright over
here.
here.
Hanging with some real killers today, man.
Yeah. Listen,
Where's Freddy?
Where's Freddy?
Where's Freddy too? Because I heard you said that Freddy was your favorite.
Hey, that's kind of like it. I don't think he said that. I only think he said favorite.
He said Nightmare on Elm Street.
say, I like your movies. I like your movies though. You know what I mean? We're good over here. You know what I mean? So that's the Film Freaks. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/freaksforfilms. Check us out on YouTube. Search us, The Film Freaks, Horroctober, Film Freaks, Bats, IMAX. We catch you next week, you know what I mean? This is what we do, man. Horroctober, baby.
Horroctober,
you know what I mean?
Film Freaks, Bats, IMAX, we get it in from intro to the climax. First in the theaters, last ones to leave, yo. We don't jet till the credits done, best believe, bro. Make it a double feature if they don't make us leave, yo. And if the movie ushers get up on their heave, ho, we bounce from the Roxy, head down to the Ritz. First the John at the Divorce, then we jet over the 5th. Then we hit up 40th to grab a sip with our flick. Then we king and press it out, IMAX the whole shit. Might hit a Riverview on that early morning tip. Every movie is different, never know what you gonna get. Every theater different, never know where you gonna sit. All them bathroom breaks, never know what you gonna miss. It's the Film Freaks, West Philly cinematic connoisseurs. And now you know exactly what we dropping commas for. Yeah.